3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Now Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. A couple of bets. Stafford to Robinson there. 1st down Rams. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First run now for Kyron Williams. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a give up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Now Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Stafford. Oh, nice move. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And out now come the Cowboys.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told me, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw, Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
It's 4th down.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Stafford. Buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 2nd down, Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
The Cowboys at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 10, 1st and goal.
Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. You're feeling okay. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Inside give to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Prescott.
And this one is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
To number 88. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
This certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Rams take over.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, throw left side, complete to Cup. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
From the 24, Stafford.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Succop's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the interception set him up in terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Prescott on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's caught. Tolbert. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The football going back to the Rams now. They're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Daron Payne in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It's clicking off right now.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Prescott on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And look at this. Another fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down to the 35.
106 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.